Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Good evening, messenger.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
You convinced us that you were the last messenger.
Allahu Akbar.
How many other bastard children do you have?
15 to be exact. 15 to be exact. And I'm gonna leave this up, man. Feel free to click the link in my bio, man, and go watch my latest film, short film, 9 Wives, award-winning film. We in Topanga, California this week, and we're in Atlanta, Georgia next week at the Peachtree Film Festival, which is one of the largest film festivals in the world. And we're a finalist, and it's an Oscar qualifying film festival. So give everybody credit that worked on it. I'm patting myself on the back as I speak, but click the link below, man. I want to say thank you guys in advance. It'll be the best 15 minutes you spent in front of your computer, smart device, TV, etc. in a long time. All right. Jermell Charlo said some things yesterday. I don't want to pull it up on the screen. You know, I mean, I'm just going to paraphrase as close to a quote as I can. He says a community basically kicked me out or held me accountable or because I said skills matter. And he then tells the fans he tells their, quote, broke asses to go cry in the car, end quote. Guys, we ain't even got to say nothing to Jermell Charlo. He gonna do it to himself. like, let him go off and have the tantrum. You know, he's the kid in the back of the class that those temper tantrums and the teacher says, just go ahead and ignore him. You know what I mean? He's the little brother that if there were 7 chicken McNuggets, he got 3 and his big brother got 4. It's real simple, man. It's real simple. He feels every day of his life he has to prove how big and tough and masculine he is. He said he told us he has more money than us. Who cares? Who cares? That's so irrelevant to why people were mad at you. You said race doesn't matter. Well, if race don't matter, why was the ref at 7 when Tyson Fury's been on the canvas for 15 seconds? You explain that to me. Yeah, you know, I know. And why did why did Andre Ward agree with me? Agree with everyone else? He's the type of kid which we've seen that will beg and cry why someone will not let him shop in their white store. I spent $20,000 in here. I deserve to shop in here. Remember we saw that video? That's who he is, man. No big deal. That's who he is, man. Let him go off and he's basically spitting in his own face, because I've never seen 6,000 white people say I'm a Jermell Charlo fan. I've never seen 6,000 Latino fans say I'm a Jermell Charlo fan. That's why I say, fans, you have to control your dollar. If a fighter doesn't respect your dollar and you say, I'm gonna give him a second chance, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do the same thing and the same thing and the same thing over and over again. It's like a kid. You don't correct that behavior in kindergarten, he's gonna do it twice in first grade. You don't correct it in the first grade, he's gonna do it 4 times in the second grade. If you don't correct it in the second grade, he's gonna do it 8 times in the third grade. It just goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of it, man. And you got to let Jermell be Jermell. You know, he doesn't realize that he's a depreciating asset, if he's an asset, because the fight was in San Antonio at a free arena. You understand what I'm saying? He went from in 1 year's time, 11 months, he went from pay-per-view to back on regular Showtime. So that means he's not generating the income. He's not generating the income to that makes Showtime and Al Heyman happy. He's about to go over there with Keith Thurman for sure. You know, and he lost his last fight. Not that means anything, but skills do pay the bills. Right? Brian Costado really did have more skills, didn't he? Oh man, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, go ahead, enjoy your life, enjoy your millions. And I'm gonna dig a little bit. Jermell, you're rich in Texas. I'm wealthy in Los Angeles. You got 7 cars, 8 cars, 9 cars. Show me the hopefully if you got 9 cars, you should have 18 properties at least. And you probably brag about that you paid cash for them. I paid cash from all my cars. That's cute. That's cute. You know what I mean? That's cute. It's beautiful. Man, you better embrace your fans, dog. Embrace your fans. It's not about money, it's about integrity and character. And that's why this platform continues to thrive. It's not about how successful Deacon 305 is. It's not about how successful uh, Kyle is. It's not how successful Miss T is. It's about the topic of the day. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's simple, man. It's simple math. It's not how many bodies you got. It's not about how many years you done in jail. Malcolm X is my hero. One of my heroes, man. My grandfather is my biggest hero. If I valued that a man did time in jail, then Malcolm X would have been canceled as Malcolm Little. It's not about that, man. It's about the ascension, man. How many backpacks have you given away, Jermell? How many less fortunate people have you helped? Because we've seen all the cars. We've seen all the jewelry. We've seen you kiss up to Canelo. When was the last time you stood around 100 people that was less fortunate than you and you inspired them? When was the last time? When have you done it, Fred? If I posted every time, y'all would think I would have an ego. You know what I mean? So I'll only do it 3 or 4 times a year just for, just for balance purposes, you know what I mean? And but Jermell, Fanon said this quote a long time ago, and I just got to finish watching his video as well. So feel free to go watch his video. He said, it's like spitting in the wind. Jermell Charlo, you're spitting in the wind. But why should we expect anything less? He disrespected his brother. He blatantly disrespected his brother's wife in a disrespectful manner. Why should he respect us? Why should he respect your dollar? Why should Jermell Charlo respect the fact that you're taking that $300 you're spending on the weekend and those $250 tickets off of your table so your kids can eat, so you can go to the fight? I mean, not buying your child that PS5 game, that PS4 game. You're taking your son to go see Jermell Charlo because when he gets older, you want to have a partner. You want a father and son date to go see Jermell Charlo. I mean, to go see the next version of the next best fighter when you get older. That's it. I watched boxing with my son this past Saturday because I want those memories. And when I get 70, I want to be able to say, "Hey, son, you want to go to Vegas for the weekend?" You know what I mean? And we spend some time together, and you know what I mean, and you get away from your work and don't worry about it. Well, I mean, my son ain't gonna have no job. So now unless he want to be a doctor or a doctor like his mom or something like that. But outside of that, I mean, it's no need for him to go to school, man. He can run the family business. But at the end of the day, it's about what Muhammad Ali said. The service you give here is the rent you pay. The service you do, the good deeds you do on earth is the rent you pay on earth for your place in paradise or heaven. I know I'm messing it up somehow, some way, but you get the point, man. It's not about money, y'all. We don't, when I say, "Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the shop," I don't say how much money you make. How much money you make is based on how much time you get to talk in the shop. It's basically if you're making sense or not. There's people that call into the shop that are worth far more than me. There are people who call into the shop that are way more intelligent than me. Now, we're not going to get rid of the ego of a man. We're not going to get rid of the masculinity of a man. No, I don't want to do that. I want that. So I want you to come in and talk and brag about yourself, but that doesn't give you clearance on my platform. It doesn't at all. You can be worth 1 cent or worth $100 million, $200 million. You know, I was a school teacher making $28,000. You know, I thought I was the richest man in the richest man in the world, dog. You couldn't tell me that. My $2,000 a month, man. Was it $2,200 a month, man? You couldn't tell me nothing, dog. I ain't even lying. So I said all that to say this, man. Don't you ever, ever in your life as a man make money the barometer for masculinity. Because I've seen a lot of men make far less and take care of a family of 2, take care of a family of 3, 4 than what they say the median is. You know, I'm friends or with professional athletes. They don't say, Fred, you can't come because you've never signed $100 million contract. You know, I talk about my neighborhood a lot because I want people to understand that there are successful Black people in this world, and that's what I'm portraying. So when I say Michael Cooper lives in my neighborhood, when I say Reggie Theus lives in my neighborhood, shit, NBA referee, I don't know, forgot his name, DeMar DeRozan lives in my neighborhood. When I say things like that, I don't say it from like, ha ha, my neighborhood is better than yours. I'm telling the audience that there's a community of Black people, you know what I mean, that do great things, that live together. It's not about graffiti and crime, and that's the big picture. That's the biggest picture. You know, you never want to strip a man of his ego per se. You know, that balance, that, you know, I mean, you want a man to be confident. Who wants to be around an unconfident man? You know, I don't even think a man wants to be around an unconfident man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know, I didn't say better at one thing versus being better at the other thing. So, you know, imagine if I was 22 years old and at 22, 23, when I had my training business, my clients told me, and I had some pretty lofty clients. DeMar DeRozan was one of my clients. Master P was one of my clients. So you get what I'm saying. Imagine if Master P told Fred, talking in third person, Fred, you can't train my son because my son is worth millions upon millions and I'm worth hundreds of millions. So I don't think you understand the value of us. So until you can show me your net worth is at least $1 million, you can't touch any of my kids. Imagine. You know, his kid that just signed for Tennessee State and going somewhere else, I trained them when they were 4 and 5 years old. I didn't train them. Not like train them, but they used to throw the basketballs at the court, and you know what I mean? It's beautiful to see, man. Master P's gonna come in the shop, man. We got to see each other, man. I don't have his new number, and so we're gonna have to see each other. And when I see each other, we're gonna embrace and hug, and he's gonna come into the shop and do an interview. And even Rome, I'll see Rome someday, and we'll tell these stories. Um, Master P didn't say that. He says, I liked how you trained that kid that I saw. Can you train my son Romeo? Sure, why not? End of story. That's it, man. All this, you need a qualifying, you need a qualifying credit score to have a relationship with me. You need to have a qualifying net worth for me to respect you. That shit corny, dog. That shit corny. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play a joke one day at the shop, man. Not tonight, because this video, many of y'all are gonna watch it. I'm gonna say, well, uh, how much is your net worth? You get, for every 100,000, you get 30 seconds in the shop. Y'all know what people gonna say in the shop that doesn't know the joke that's coming? They gonna leave. I wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't do it because they may not hear the thing. But I just wanted to prove the point, man. It's just disgusting, man. You know what I mean? Be confident. Be confident. You know, have a little edge to you. But let me tell you something. The people that bury you, hey millionaires, hey multimillionaires, the people that bury you will not be worth millions based off of what the median is, right? The life's median. Hey, multimillionaires, the teachers that teach your kids, many of them don't even make six figures. The highest salary I possibly could have made was about $80,000, $90,000, somewhere in there, with the masters and all these credentials and all that. Hey, multimillionaires. Hey, Jermell, your son's basketball coach is doing it for free. Probably. Basically. Whenever you work with kids at that age, you're basically doing it for free. Even if they give you $1,000, you know the amount of time you take, man, the gas and the buying of the balls, the buying of the nets if it's soccer. And hey, Jermell, your nanny, more often than not, is not a multimillionaire, right? You may be paying her well, but she's not a millionaire. But you let her watch your kids when you leave town, right? Or she stays with your wife and helps you take care of the family. Hey, Jermell, that police officer that you called when you were racially profiled in New York, or when your brother got his chain stolen, $80,000, that police officer, more than likely is not a multimillionaire. Is basically, I mean, we're all in this pie together, broke on at some level. It's we all have a broke version of currency within us, whether spiritual, mental, financial. So the point I'm making is when these multimillionaires be disrespecting common people like me and everybody else, and they don't know they spitting in the wind. So he's gonna do it to himself, dog. I have nothing bad to say about him. No, because his next fight, if it's not Brian Costano, it's a duck. And how's he gonna get people to come to his fight? How? I've never seen Jermell Charlo in the sellout. Never in my life. I got nothing bad to say. I'm just gonna speak the truth. I don't care if I ever speak to them. And this is the problem with men. We think we got to kiss and make up. Nah, you stay over there. I stay over there. I don't care if I ever speak to the man again. I have no desire to interview him. None. Zero. PPD reached out to him maybe about a year and a half ago, and he said I was hating on him. He calls it hate. I call it the truth. You know, it's cool. And I haven't reached out again. And I'm not going to reach out. Don't care. People want to kiss and make up and please, 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 Father, give me an interview. What media outlets do. No. If he deems himself better than us, tell him to promote himself. How about we do that? And that's what I stand on. So, and I wish him well. I wish him well. Because you ain't getting no ride in this. You ain't getting no ride in this whip. Nah. You ain't getting no ride in this. If you got what I sometimes I amaze myself at my genius. I say you ain't getting no ride in this whip. I wanted to say car, but you know, sometimes I enjoy being clever. So anyways, man, enjoy Houston, enjoy your beautiful big home, and you know what I mean, and enjoy that, you know what I mean. And you ain't getting no play in this ride. I'm tell you that much. You ain't getting no. I don't care. Don't care. I have no regard. I have no regards for him. None. Zero. Au revoir. Arrivederci. Sayonara. And you want to be a promoter? Oh, you gonna have fighters that have no fan base? And you just called the people that go on Blue Blood Sports TV broke? You just called the people at 78 Sports TV broke? People on my platform broke? Say the name. Champ Side broke? Boxing Ego broke? you doing it to yourself, dog. I'm just sit back and watch this shit. It's 5 years, man. 5 years. Oh gosh. Anyways, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't seen Nine Wise, man, I'm gonna play it one more time, man.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Good evening, messenger.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
You convinced us that you were the last messenger.
Allahu Akbar.
How many other bastard children do you have?
15 bastard children. For those of you that says,
Allahu Akbar.
oh, Fred, nothing. I'll tell you in the next video. Oh, streaming now. I meant to put steaming now. Anyways, it's just me having fun. I own the project. I can do what I want to do with it. You know what I mean? I'm steaming. You know what I mean? Because we have allowed this to play in our culture for so long. People said I couldn't spell. Man, when you own shit, man, you can do what you want. You don't have to seek other people's understanding when you own it. Hey, Jermell, let's see your movie, man. Let's see your movie. Enjoy your what do you make? $2 million? He still got to pay his taxes. What do you make? 2.3? 2.2? That's cute. That's cute, Jermell. You made $2.2 million this year. That's real cute. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Talk to you soon.